Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Unicorn Overlord. In the last episode, we actually went south to the town of Kokilage, where it was beset by bandits and thieves, and got a new character in the form of Rolf. So, with this in mind, I'm actually going to change a couple of things around. I am actually going to replace Clive with Rolf, and I'm going to reposition him right behind Hodrick. And as for Clive himself, I'm going to put him in Alan's unit for now. This will give us additional DPS. In fact, I'm actually going to put him in the back right there. There we go. In this episode, we're going to continue heading southbound. Oh. And we're going to have a little bit of dialogue with this mercenary. Go on. Commander Travis, is that really you? Oh, here we go. Depends on who's asking. Wait, you're from the Tricorns. Sure am. I was just a lowly grunt when you left. It warms the heart to see you remembered me. But it's an awful shock seeing you here, Commander. We all heard you was dead. I guess I can't blame people for thinking that. How is everyone? Bruno still running the show? What, you didn't hear? The whole band got routed by Zenora. We never stood a chance. I was lucky to make it out alive, truth be told. As for the captain, he fought him tooth and nail to the very last, but got captured along with some of the other boys. And apparently now he's fighting for Zenora, if you can believe it. Bruno would never. I figured they'd make an example out of him, show us what happens if you fight back. But now he's running the whole region. Damn near fell over when I heard about it. It doesn't sound like him at all. Things might have gone south after you vanished, but I always hold those days with the Tricorns real close to the heart. I'm leaving that life behind me now, heading home to be a family man. But I'm glad I got to see you one last time. I'll never forget you, Commander. He used to be a commander. Interesting, isn't it? I've known Bruno since my old Merc days. We even formed the Tricorns together. All the more reason we should stay and find out what's going on here. You deserve the chance to ask him yourself. I appreciate it, Alan, more than you could possibly know. As the Tricorns ride. What is the limit? Level 4. Do I want to do that now? I think I want to do that now. Yeah, I'm going to do that now. I mean, it's level 4. It's a decent enough challenge.
トラビスはなんで団を抜けたんだ。姉貴が突然団を解散しやがったのさ。お荷物が多くて身入りが少ないってな。お荷物？中でも特に足手まといが俺だとさ。それで頭に血が上って飛び出しちまった。結局ブルーノがダンを引き継いだみたいだけどな。お姉さんとトラビスが抜けてブルーノと部下が残されたわけか。だがゼノイラ軍で指揮官になるとかそんな気質の男じゃなかった。人に利用されるのはもうごめんだってな。それで俺らと傭兵団を旗揚げしたんだ。直接あいつと話をして確かめるさ。ゼノイラの犬になったかどうか。
Well, as we've already seen previously with Hodrick, it's possible that he was taken control of. But there he is. And now we gotta beat Bruno. But we've got some places along the way. Namely, we got this town and this fort along the way. They're gonna be a bit of a problem, especially this one, since we're not gonna be fast enough to deal with it. And also, it's protected by this watchtower here. Watchtowers are now new, and they allow archers, if they are garrisoned to them, to increase their range in which arrows will fly. My recommendation, get someone who moves fast to it first, so that it becomes less of a problem later. But for now, we also have a new class type. The Gladiator. They're axe wielders, they're axe wielders, they're physically strong, but defense-wise, both in physical and magical, they just suck. They're more offensive in nature. So, since we are starting with 3 Valor instead of like 2, I'm just gonna have everyone out. And I'm going to start off with having Lex take our first one. Meanwhile, Alan is going to take the... Oh, God, I forgot what class they are. The House Carl. And I'm going to have Joseph hang back first. Here we go. Yeah, gladiators have a passive that allows them to heal 10 HP, but they can only use it once. The thing about gladiators is they hit based on row. Oh, Lex is... Oh, that's not a great set. Magic attack and HP. Okay, so I'm gonna have him go there. And now I'm going to have Joseph. We also have another new enemy, new class type, the Griffin Knights. They are flyers. Pure and simple, they're flyers. But this also means they take increased damage from arrows. And we just so happen to have a unit in Joseph's squad that does ranged attacks. Luminous cover. There we go. Now Alan is going to go this way. Now you see why it is I had Joseph hang back. Oh. Alright, well, looks like Alan's gonna be taking this battle. I didn't want to do that. Well, that's fine. There we go. Assaulting Lance. And there we go. That's not going to work out, is it? Got a Griffin Knight up ahead. Flying units like them are real good at dodging attacks from the ground. And cavalry units are susceptible to aerial attacks. And this is why, if you have a hunter or other archer class, it's always a good idea. Now, one thing I'm going to need to do is I'm going to spend a valor point to change the leader from Joseph to Rolf. Oh, I never did change Travis's equipment. That's not great. Yeah, get out of here. Nice. And first aid. Before I do anything, I need to change his. So now we get access to the Poison Slash, and it's got the condition of 1 or more AP. It doesn't matter. Really? The bronze bow, I'm gonna switch to the recruit bow, which increases the max HP and gives 20% more experience. As for you, since I have a free recruit sword, you're getting it. Oh. Well, that explains why Chloe gets got more experience, but now she's getting even more extra experience. Anyway. Yeah, here we go. Because Rolf is the leader, we get to one-shot the Griffins. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend another valor point again to bring it back to Joseph, and I'm going to have him garrison that. Now I'm going to have Alan go down this way to take care of this archer. Let's see, my next target for Joseph is actually going to be this bridge down here. And he is going to stay garrisoned there for a little bit. Oh, I did not mean to do that. There we go. Alright, yeah. Okay. Now, because I just allowed these guys to heal, the gladiators that just died are brought back. But they only had like a small amount of HP. And there we go. 2 level ups, one for Aubin and one for Chloe. Aubin gets physical attack, magic defense, evasion, and crit rate. Plus HP. Not bad. let's see, physical defense, magic defense, and initiative along with HP. That's not bad either. I still would have liked physical attack, but that's fine. I'm gonna have you garrison that. Let's see. Though Bruno is a vicious and manning a cruel commander, I have a feeling you'll need this. Smoked nuts. While garrisoned in towns and other facilities, a unit will recover HP and stamina at fixed intervals. This will also revive incapacitated members of the unit, so consider garrisoning when battle grows dire. Watchtowers strengthen garrison units by increasing the range and potency of their assist skills, making it highly recommended to take on watchtowers first, if you are able. Yeah, some of these guys are done. Single shot, but luminous cover. Oh, Clive is now level 4. Ooh. Okay, HP, physical attack, magic defense, crit rate, and guard rate. Nice. Very nice. But now, I'm gonna get that item, Liquid Fortune. I'm gonna explain that in a little bit, but I need to get to this guy. Oh, that is a Griffin Knight. Okay, anyway. We had Healing Font, which is 20 HP to all combatants. The Smoked Nut, which restores 1 stamina. And the Liquid Fortune doubles the experience and gold gained by the user's unit for 20 seconds. Oh, and the Beckoning Bell and the Beckoning Chime allow units in range to move towards the user for 10 seconds. This is essentially you are getting a bit of a speed increase. The Beckoning Bell does the same thing for 10 seconds, but does not affect enemies in towns, forts, or bases. In other words, any time that the enemy is trying to go somewhere else, if you use one of these bells, it's like having a taunt skill. Anyway, let's heal up Travis, at the very least. And let's actually not. I want to see how this goes. It's only 21 damage compared to 0, which means I'm going to have the higher HP. There we go. Assaulting Lance. Yep, there we go. AP up. High swing, luminous cover. Guarded. And a miss. Okay, that explains why it wasn't a death blow. But that just means that my next assault is going to be guaranteed. Okay. Yep. Yeah. 2 heal to a death blow. Poison slash. Miss. Okay. Hit rate. Yep. Okay. 39% hit. And dead. There you go. Now, sadly, I have to rest up there. And let's see, you're almost done with that. So I'm just gonna move time forward. Yeah, as you can see, they just had reinforcements sent out. Doesn't matter. From this point on, I'm just gonna start skipping battles. I don't personally recommend it, but it was necessary. Oh, wait. Hang on. Want you there. Then I want you to go this way. And I'm gonna capture that. Okay. 4,000 gold. Nice. Also, I am going to move them there. In fact, actually, I'm gonna move him there. Because now I can use a Valor skill on everyone here. And do Royal Order on Lex's unit to give them additional XP. Nope, actually I want to do this and then this. A revival orb. Never a bad thing. Now. Smash. Okay. Nice. All right. Yeah. Now. Remember that liquid fortune I've been holding on? Now you see the effect. Now for 20 seconds, I am going to have increased I'm going to have increased experience and gold. And I'm going to do that. That means that Lex only has 4 more of those bottles before I can't use them anymore on him. And this goes for all stat boosting items like that. Hi, Bruno. Smash. And the bulk up. And he heals. Yeah. Keep going. Oof. Warding slash. That's a nice crit. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to occur. And that is considered a loss. But to me, that doesn't matter. Because I'm going to have Alan move there. And then do another royal. Wow, I cannot get on there for beans. And another Valor order. And then I'm just gonna have Joseph go right there. And I'm going to revive Aubin. and heal him. In fact, I'm gonna... Nah, I think that's good for now. Yeah. That'll be good for now. First strike. There we go. Yeah, I kind of figured he was going to do that. But... 24, wide. There we go. Parting blow. First aid on Lex. That was not great, but that doesn't mean anything to me. So now, I'm going to use the healing font to heal the entire party, as well as the holy herb, because I want to make sure that everyone is still decent. Smash. There we go. Yeah, he's gonna heal. Chloe does that. He heals again. Warding slash. And then he's gonna do a wide. And that's still a loss. But I can still use one of these. Life Aid. Which restores all combatants to 1 HP. It's not fantastic, but it's still leagues better than just not having anyone. In fact, now I'm going to finish things off with Alan. Poison slash. Alright, 2 level ups for 1 level up each for Alan and Travis. Clive sadly does not get a level up from this. There we go, that's better. That is much better. HP, physical attack at 10, accuracy is 128, evasion is 51 now, and initiative is 27. Alan gets 2 HP, crit rate, okay, and magic defense. Not bad, not bad. And we get a brown beret, which is physical attack plus 8%. That is actually far better than just getting a flat stat boost. $71. And now our renown goes from E to D, which means now we can get one more squad, one more unit, I should say, onto the field. Yep. Like with Hodrick, this guy was corrupted by darkness.
てよ姉貴。
お
解散って本気なのか？冗談なんだろ？
本気も本気さトラビス。
Baron
三
Garia.
角重要兵団はここで解散だ。トラビス、あんたも足手まといだ。ついてくるんじゃないよ。
Baron Garia and Travis are siblings.
そのまま団を飛び出ちまった。
We've already known
それで
this.
いなくなったってわけかよ。
Oh, no. But
だがそれで残された俺らがどんだけ苦労したと思って。
そうだな。俺でも俺はお前とバカやってたあの頃が一番楽しかった。この通りだ。悪かったよブルーノ。
待てよ、バカやって。ほとんどお前が言い出してだろ。
お前だって結構乗り気だったじゃないか。
しゃあねえな、お前のバカにもう一度だけ付き合ってやるよ。
and now we officially have Bruno as a member of our army. There we go. And to top it all off. Ooh, okay. We get the Tricorn's Mercenary banner preset. We get a light feather, and we get a short sword for a recruit. Plus 15 renown, but gladiators are powerful warriors capable of hitting an entire row of enemies with a single swing. The gladiator and the soldier. The gladiator's high HP lets them bear enemy attacks in the front row, while the soldier can heal them using their first aid skill. Mercenaries have begun to gather in the forts of Fevrith. You can now enlist mercenaries for your army by selecting hire at any fort. You would do well to bolster our ranks if you find them at all lacking. We should also take this opportunity to increase the number of units under our command. You can now increase your unit slots by selecting expand units at the fort. Now, because we've had a few battles under our belt,
やっとおとなしくなったか。
私をさらってどうするつもりなの？
ここに連れてこられた理由は分かっているのではないか。
何も協力する気はないわ。
お前の意思など関係ない。しかしオドリックが島に向かったと聞いた時は焦ったぜ。ガレリウス様から褒美をいただくのはこの俺だ。抜け駆けなど許せん。お前をどう説得して島から連れ出したかは知らんが、奴の目的も俺と変わりはない。
彼らはきっと助けに来てくれるわ。
強がっても無駄だ。傭兵どもが始末をつけている。だが安心しろ。役目が終われば解放してやる。それまでおとなしくしていることだ。
well, we know she's alive still. But, sadly, we have no idea what the enemy is planning with her. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to be doing some gathering. Oh, and that tower. Well, we can actually go to that tower now. You know, I've always liked climbing trees. Can't imagine this tower would be much different. By climbing that tower, we receive the Watchman's Lantern, which gives burn immunity and blindness immunity. We've never gone, other than poison, we've never really gone into status ailments. blindness, no, and Born do exactly what you think they do. Oh. Let's see. Oh, and we get a camping set. If I remember correctly, the camping set revives incapacitated ally units in range, granting them 30 HP and 2 stamina. The light feather doubles the mobility of an allied unit for 30 seconds. Trust me when I say that it's actually really good. Especially for slower moving units. Meager timber. Cornut lumber. The Wind Fairy's Charm. That is, if I recall correctly, a teleportation item. Nope, never mind. I'm thinking of a different item. Allied units will not incur assist attacks. If I had actually had this in the previous battle, that would have been nice. Let's see. And we get more Corvia herb. Now, if you recall, we had a quest to bolster, which means we need to expand our available unit slots. So let's see if we can do that. We have 22. We can't do it right now, but I am going to unlock this and expand it to 3, which means bolstered ranks, we get that done, and we get 5 renown. Let's see, I need Bruno in the front, and I can't do anything for him now. So right now he's going to be useless. Alan and Travis. I don't really care, but this is essentially what this rapport conversation bit is all about. It's similar, but not the same to what Fire Emblem does. Since I don't care for it, I'm going to skip it. We get 2 honor for each rapport conversation that the units have. And I'm going to deliver the Cornut lumber. And we get a healing tonic, honor, and the war funds. And from the iron ore that I'm going to be delivering, we get an empowering drought. And because we completed the entire set, the town is restored. And then we get to just deliver whatever the hell we feel like. And I'm going to station Joseph here. Now, we can buy another Viper Fang. Or we can get the Warrior's Medallion. Let's see. You've already got that. Okay, I need 2 more recruit short spears. 1 more hand axe. And I think that's it, right? Yes. There we go. Now I'm gonna go into the provisioner, because now we can buy, we're going to buy consumable items, and I'm going to buy as many as I am allowed. Oh. Let's see. That and that. I'm not going to buy the cut flowers, because those are supposed to be for gifts. The smoked nut. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm essentially buying this entire store's stock of actually good items. Let's see. Anything else? No. Alright. Oh. there's a thing here. A light feather. Anything else that I'm missing? I don't think so. Oh. Been hearing lots of talk about you recently, an army poised to fight back. That's just the kind of cause mercenaries like fighting for if you can pay them what they're asking. Ah, this side quest is basically for hiring a mercenary. Now we can choose between a housecarl, a hunter, and a thief right now. I am going to go for the hunter. Now, we can do the growth type. A character's growth type will influence how their stats improve. The order of growth types does not affect their priority. I'm going to randomize the name. All right. Then I'm going to choose the offensive with the all-rounder. The base color I'm going to have as aqua. Hair color is going to be brown. The accent color is going to be bronze armor with black on the accent too. And I'm just going to keep it as composed. Now, I'm going to hire him. And there we go. It costs honor, so I'm just doing a single unit now. Just to get, you know, honor back and the novice treatise. As well as some renown. Just basically just to get the side quest over and done with. I need Corny and Trout still for that. And let's see, I'm gonna go down this way. Oh, right. The walled city of Timo is under the rule of an able man by the name of Morden. And there he is. Right in the center. Morden is well, he's actually similar to Joseph. Except he's a mercenary. If we hope to proceed past this point, we must first lay low the occupiers in this city. We would be wise to ready an adequate force before undertaking such a venture. The battle for Barbatimo. Now, this requires me to be level 5, and technically I'm there, but for right now, I've got a couple of novice treatise, and I want to use them on... Who do I want to use them on? Hodrick, maybe? No. I'm gonna use them on Rolf. Get him to level 4. And Chloe to get her at least 1 EXP. Anyway, let's see. Bronze, recruit, short spear. Character list. Okay. Recruit, Templar. Templar is going to be the best thing that comes from actual offense and defense for Joseph, and that's what makes him really powerful. If I do physical attack, if I give him the brown beret, his physical attack becomes 27. That's not great, but then again, it's only 8% rather than a 10%. If it was a 10%, that would be 2 points. I'm actually going to give him the Watchman's Lantern for now. Lex... No, not Lex. Chloe is going to get the Warrior's Medallion, meaning she's going to get 3 physical attack. You're going to get that. And you're going to get that. Let's see. I need Bruno on the brown beret. And he needs... No, he doesn't need that. There we go. I think everything is okay now. I don't have any other accessories. And how long do I have? Okay. For now, I'm actually going to explore a little bit more, because there are other places I haven't been to just yet. We got this Divine Shard. Got that. Ah! Let's see. If you're thinking about heading in there, Alan, I advise you do so with extreme caution. A team of sorcerers hired by Zenora have made their base in those ruins there. Get too close, and they'll be sure to strike. Although capturing the region for ourselves might help us hire a sorcerer or two of our own. Either way, we'll probably want some archers before we give it a shot. We've already got an archer. The Self-Effacing Sorcerer. Level requirement is 5. Now, we have a choice. Technically, it's a choice. We don't have a choice here. Because... it would seem nobody has spared a thought of this bridge since it collapsed. Unfortunately, we lack the means to fix it on our own. Perhaps we should recruit a mason capable of restoring it. Unfortunately, we can't go this way because of the broken bridge, and it requires a specific type of material. But anyway, we've got 2 choices right now. We can go south, and we can do that battle. Or we can head up here to this battle and potentially get the ability to recruit a mage. I'm going to do the mage first, and then I'm going to head south. This guy, trust me, you're not... if you try and battle him now, you will get decimated. But anyway, for now, I'm going to end things off here. Next time on Unicorn Overlord, we are going to enter the Northern Battle and recruit our first mage. Until then, this is Shadow Zotai signing off, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.